Hey guys, it's about beer 30. Let's take a walk into the kitchen and see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. Today's beer comes from Vitamin C Brewing. This is the Breathing Conversations. This is an 8% double IPA, Imperial IPA, however you want to call that. It was sent to me by Greg, and he writes, just like Black is Beautiful beers, this is Vitamin C's edition of the public recipe released by Finback Brewing. And you can learn more at www.breathingconversations.com. These guys in Vitamin C are in Massachusetts. And it says here on Untapped, our double IPA brewed with Citra and Mosaic is part of the initiative started by our friends at Finback Brewery. Proceeds will be donated to the Michael James Jackson Foundation for Brewing and Distilling, which funds technical and education and career advancement for Black, Indigenous, and people of color in the brewing and distilling industry. So bravo to them for that. This is considered an Imperial IPA or a double IPA, and the pictures that I'm looking at Untapped looks like a New England style beer, guys. So thanks to Greg for getting this to me, and it's got a bunch of writing on the front side here. It says, we hope you sit down and enjoy this beer and sit and enjoy with a person of color or indigenous descent, and it helps to start dialogue, to listen, and understand what so many of us continue to face in 2020. Let this be the collaborative forum in which can share ideas and perspectives in the hopes that we can affect change regarding racial and social injustice, where you give us the opportunity to use our platform to bring people together. So, and I've said this before, guys, nobody should be treated any different because of their skin color or race or religion or any of that stuff. I mean, it shouldn't happen, and it still does. So, on the bottom of it, it says, let's talk about it. And this was canned on 09/18 of 2020. So, only a couple of weeks old. So let's get this thing popped open and see what this brings to the table. Plain Jane silver can with stick-on wraparound label. Very cloudy, very hazy coming out of the can. Definitely looks like a New England style beer. And before we get the glass too full, I'm going to do the little swirly swirl, which will probably increase the head factor quite a bit. But I just want to make sure we get everything shook up in the can. Breathing Conversations is a lot like the Black is Beautiful beers that a lot of breweries did. So, 2 fingers of head on that pour. Very cloudy, very hazy. Definitely looks like a New England style beer to me, guys. What do you think? To the nose we go. Big bubbles on the side here, so I don't think it's going to stick around for a long time. And it's very creamy on top, so we'll see. To the nose we go. Oh yeah. Doesn't say anything about any lactose, but it's got a very nice sweet smell to it. Pine, grapefruit, peaches, tropical fruit notes. Very citrusy. Got a very, very pleasant aroma. Mosaic and Citra hops, 2 of my favorites. Smells awesome. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Greg. Very smooth for an 8%er. Very easy drinking. I'm not detecting any alcohol. Of course, I've had a couple of beers in my reviewing beer history, 10 years worth. And as I've said before, when I thought I had this maybe 10 or 12 years ago, I may have detected a little more booziness than I'm getting now, but used to drinking these bigger beers, you kind of get accustomed to the bigger alcohol beers. So I like the body that these double IPAs have, the 7% and bigger ABV beers seem to have a nice stronger body and don't seem to be too thin and watery like a lot of the session beers, 4, 5, and 6%ers do. But very pleasant, very tasty. Once again, a little swirly swirl, and you see the head is dissipated down to about a half a finger now. Let's get the rest of it in there. Nice creaminess coming out. I want to get it all out of that can. We don't want to leave any of that in there. So, breathing conversations. More dialogue. That's exactly what we need. Treat everybody like you want to be treated. That's the bottom line. I mean, if you do that, the world will be a lot better place. So, with that being said, we're going to sip on this. I'll come up to room temperature, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it for a while now. Super tasty beer, guys. I mean, this is a very, very tasty beer. I would buy this beer if I could get it here. I know I say that all the time, especially on the beers that come from this brewery. Very, very tasty beer. ABV's on the can, dates on the bottom of it when it was put in the can. Mosaic and Citra hops, two of my favorites. Awesome lacing and stuff on the glass. Awesome beer in the glass. Super tasty, guys. I super enjoyed this beer. Another outstanding beer from this brewery. They do these beers, this style of beer, very, very well. Final choke. Absolutely delicious. A pleasure to drink. Absolutely delicious. It's a 10 for me, guys. No doubt about it. I can't think of a single thing that I would say to change it, make it better. It is awesome. Very delicious. Beer Advocate doesn't have any score. Only 4 people have commented on it. And they have to have more than that, I guess. Or 236 people have commented on it on Untappd. So, it's what it is, isn't it? So, and they have it at 4.38. Pretty good numbers from them. If you've had this beer, Breathing Conversations from Vitamin C Brewing, let me know what you think. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was absolutely delicious. So, Dino, keep putting out these awesome beers. You got a good thing going on there. I wish I could get them here, buddy. All right, if you've had it, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.